Okay, I want to stick with the basics here. AP Calculus limits. Limits of trig functions. And again, not to miss the obvious. So let's do a couple examples here. And what I hope this video brings you is that there's some things that you have to come into this knowing. So we're asked to find the limit of sine of x over 5x as the limit as x goes to 0. So this is the way I'm going to look at this, if you don't mind. I'm going to look at it this way. I have 1. Can you see that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this 1/5. And then I end up, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to say this is the same as the limit of 1/5 times sine x over x as x goes to 0. Well, what we know is this. This is a special trig identity. So this is a special ID here. And you just have to have this memorized, that this is equal to 1. So what we have is the limit as x approaches 0 of 1/5 times 1, which of course is equal to 1/5. So let's try another one here. Let's try another one. Let's try this one. Yeah, let's try this one. Let's try the limit of 1 minus cosine of h squared over x as x approaches 0. Again, we have to recognize that we have this. We have 1 minus cosine h over h. This should all be h, sorry. Should all be h. Times 1 minus cosine h. And what we have to know here is this, that 1 minus cosine of x over x, or 1 minus cosine of h over h, is actually equal to 0. So we have 0 times 1 minus cosine of h, which is just equal to 0. Now, if you're sitting there going, what the hell just happened? It's because you haven't come to grips with these two special rules. And the rules are this, that the limit of the sine of x over x as x approaches 0 is equal to 1. Special rule. Gotta have it. Gotta have this memorized. We'll prove this if you want to, but in the interim, if you'll just buy it, that will be really helpful. And the second one is this, that 1 minus cosine x over x is equal to 0. So that's the second rule you have to have memorized. All right? The third problem that I want to do doesn't use one of these rules, but it's a really good problem, so I thought I'd show it to you. And where is that problem I had? It is right here. The limit of tan of x times pi over, pi x over 4 as x goes to 3. Well, we can just do this, can't we? This is one of those ones I was trying to warn you about, that just see if you can evaluate this. So what we want is this. Do we know what the limit of 3 pi fourths is equal to? Right? What is tan of 3 pi fourths? And tan of 3 pi fourths is equal to -1, I think, isn't it? Because you're going to get tan is sine x over cosine x, isn't it? Which will equal, sine x is square root 2 over 2 is sine, and the cosine value is opposite square root 2 over 2, and that's equal to -1, so -1. All right? Hope this is helpful. The trig stuff, you're going to get good at it. Just hang in there with me. In your questions, when you ask your questions, be as specific as possible. give me an example and I'll gladly work through it for you, okay? If you haven't already subscribed, please do, and your comments are always welcome. Thanks.